to follow the same rules that we did when Mr. Diaz yesterday. If you have something to say, you raise your hand. So if I say what color is my tie, what are you going to do? Let me see. Malia.
Right here.
Exactly. What color is my tie? Kayla. Purple. And what color is my shoes? Clara. Black. So if we have anything to say, we're just going to raise our hands like we do all the time. We're going to show our whole body listening. So my first question is, who knows who this is? Clara. And who can tell me what did Martin Luther King do? Josiah? And what happened to him? Exactly. So he died because a white person shot him and didn't like what he believed. Good job, Josiah. And who can remind us who this is? Abraham Lincoln. And what did Abraham Lincoln do? Camilla. He freed the slaves, exactly. So today we're going to read about another person in our history who makes a Remember what we're talking about? So who can raise their hand and tell me who this is? Kayla. Barack Obama. And who can tell me who is Barack Obama? Marcy.
He's the president of the United States.
Perfect. He is the president of the United States.
What?
Yeah. Remember the rules. Yes.
Sometimes at my dad's work. My dad works at Kitty Home.
Oh, that's really good. Sometimes that's your dad's job.
And I get to see him.
You get to see him?
Oh, because he's the bestest. Who do you get to see? I always rock on him. I haven't seen him.
So we're about to start. Whole body listening. Barack. Looking back, it's hard to believe how far he has come. The man whose name the world now knows, Barack Obama. This is a journey that began in many places. It began in Kansas, home of Barack's mother. It began in Africa, home of Barack's father. It began in Hawaii, one moonlit night, the night Barack was born. So Barack,
Mom?
raise your hand. Oh yeah, that's Barack's mom. Sometimes it was a sad journey. When Barack was just a toddler, his father moved far away. Sometimes it was an enchanted journey. When Barack was only 6 years old, his mother brought him to Indonesia to live with her new husband. For young Barack, Indonesia was a most exotic land. His stepfather kept an ape as a pet and 2 crocodiles. Yes, Claire? He had 2 pets, and he had one pet was ape.
What is that ape? It's like a monkey.
A monkey. And he had 2 crocodiles.
Whoa! That is not cool.
There was poverty unlike anything Barack's young eyes had ever seen. Does anyone know what poverty is? Samir?
Poverty is like something that you can see.
It is something that you can see, actually. So poverty is when you don't have that much. You have a little, and you're struggling a lot. So who can really tell me what poverty is? Leora.
It's something that when you struggle.
Exactly. Good job. Good listening ears. But I ask again. Sometimes Barack felt very out of place. Who am I? He wondered, surrounded by his Indonesian classmates. He looked different from them. He spoke a different language. His birthplace was thousands of miles away. Where do I belong? These were questions Barack would ask again and again on this most unusual journey. But when the journey brought him back to Hawaii alone to attend an American school. So, who here knows how to speak another language? Jada, what do you know how to speak? Cape Verde and Creole, right? Gia, what do you speak? Spanish. Giuliani, what do you speak? Spanish. Kehlani? Spanish. Malia? Creole. So, just like, oh, don't worry, we can talk about it more. So just like you, Barack knew another language, how do you think he felt that he was the only one in his class that knew how to speak his language? Giuliani.
The people who are in the place that is the mom from him, we're not talking about that thing. And
So how do you think Barack felt being the only one in his class that knew how to speak his language? That he was a little different than everyone else. How do you think he felt? Sad. Good job. Gia.
it's because he's in a different city.
He is in a different place, so he felt alone. He didn't feel like he could relate to everyone else, right? The place where he belonged was with his loving grandparents, who took care of him until and after the thankful day his mother returned to Hawaii with his new half-sister, Maya, only to go back to Indonesia, taking Maya with him. So that's his mom.
That's Maya. The girl.
And the baby.
Oh,
And Barack.
they have another baby, really.
That's cool.
My cousin's name is Maya.
That's a very pretty name. Oh, sometimes it was a confusing journey. When Barack was only 10 years old, his father just showed up one day, a total stranger. Who was this man? Barack would wonder through the years, for this was the only time he had ever saw his father, who had long since moved back to Africa. And when his father packed his bags to leave again, Barack could not stop imagining what his father's homeland, Kenya, must be like. On the other side of the world, there was half-brothers, half-sisters, aunts, and uncles. They wore different clothes, they spoke a different language, and yet they were his family. Where do I belong? The voice inside his head kept asking. In school, he had friends of all different backgrounds, African American, Caucasian, Hawaiian. He belonged with all of them, but still, just like us. Our classroom is filled with different people.
What?
Some people can speak Cape Verdean Creole. Some people
I
don't.
can speak Chinese.
How do we, if we have something to say, what do we do? And some of us speak Spanish.
I speak Spanish. I don't.
We have a room full of different people.
Huh?
Yes, Shanice.
I speak Chinese a little.
You speak Chinese a little?
Oh.
Barack's mother was Caucasian. His father was African. So what did that make Barack? For Caucasians, it simply made him black. For some African Americans, though, it made him less African American. Who am I? So, if someone asked you who you are, what would you say? What would you say? Gia. So let's see, if someone said, who am I? I would say I am Antiguan American, and I am male. I'm a male, and I am a teacher, an educator.
Or a male, or male carrier.
So if someone asks you, who are you, what would you say?
I am a student.
You are a student. What else are you? Camilla, what are you? If someone
All
say,
together we're a class.
we are all together. We are a class. And who are you?
We're kids that learn. We're kids that learn. We are the kids that learn everything.
You're the kids who what?
We're all the kids that learn.
You're all learners. Good job. Giuliani, who are you? Who am I? Who are you?
We every day when we go every day when we're at school we do everything.
You do everything
As a group.
as a group. Leonard,
We're kids that have fun.
you're kids who have fun and you're young, so you should be having fun, right?
I can't see that.
We're going to read one more page and then we're going to go to literacy centers. Oh, but this was a journey on which Barack would find out exactly who he was from his college days when he learned how much he could move people just with the power of his words in a speech. Who else moved people through their words? Who else did we read about that had powerful words? Shani,
I need some help again.
Okay,
Can I
that's
pick
fine.
somebody? Clara.
Abraham Lincoln had powerful words. Who else did we read about who had powerful words? Tonight. There was another man that we read about that had very powerful words. Do you remember? What was it? You had Martin Luther King Jr. Good job, son. So that means that even though time is passing, we have a lot of people in our history who have a big impact on us because of the words that they say. So do you think it's important for us to make sure we use the right words when we speak? Yes? Yes?
Oh, God will put it in that now.
Okay. Thank you for, we'll finish this book later, Columbia, but thank you for listening. And we're going to start doing our centers right now.
Yay!
So I gotta see some whole body listening so we can get ready for center.
Whole body listening, Shanice.
Yes, Jill. I am going to pass out some stickers actually. So I can give us some stickers to people who did a really good job listening. And I actually think almost everyone did a good job. Did a real good job.
Good job, Columbia. You guys did awesome. You guys showed a lot of whole body listening. You guys are rock star scholars for real. Janaya B, sit in the chair. Take a seat in the chair. Remember we have to write.
change the door.
I got 14, now I got 15. I'm almost the 14, just got new
Maybe if I start working.
Thank you, Richard.